Most men hesitate to approach women out of fear of rejection, but Sigma males are wired differently. Known as the lone wolf, they aren't driven by the need for validation from others. They tend to challenge societal norms and live by their own principles. While some may mistakenly see them as loners or antisocial, that's far from the truth. So why don't Sigma males approach women anymore? Here are 11 reasons that might explain it. Number 1. Giving false expectations. Sigma males are not impressed by the typical attention-seeking gestures some women use to stand out. They prefer subtle, genuine approaches that don't involve pretense or playing games. Authenticity is incredibly important to them, and they can easily see through any false fronts. This is why they tend to steer clear of women who seem focused solely on attracting attention. In today's world, we're constantly surrounded by glossy images of airbrushed models on magazine covers. These edited versions of perfection have set unrealistic standards for how women feel they should look and present themselves. But the truth is, these ideals are unattainable for most, and striving for them can harm both mental and physical health. Sigma males recognize this and are not drawn to women chasing these impossible benchmarks. Number 2. Playing hard to get. In today's world, women are more confident and empowered than ever, and many have adopted a dynamic where interested men are expected to put in significant effort when pursuing them. Often they present a tough exterior, creating a challenge for potential suitors. While some men may see this as an exciting test of their determination, Sigma males simply aren't drawn to this type of dynamic. For Sigmas, the idea of playing the hard-to-get game feels uninspired and predictable. It might give others a sense of achievement to finally win someone over, but for Sigmas there's no real satisfaction in such interactions. They find this behavior unoriginal and see through the intentions behind it. After all, the rules of the game are well known and far from groundbreaking. Number 3. The dating scene has become shallow. In today's world, dating often feels like it revolves more around appearances than personality. People are frequently judged based on how they look, but Sigma men don't buy into that mindset. It's not that they don't appreciate beauty, they do, but they don't consider it the most important factor in a relationship. This is one reason why Sigma men tend to steer clear of women who place too much emphasis on physical attractiveness. For them, substance matters more than anything else, which can be rare in the often superficial dating scene of today. While some might see Sigma men as old-fashioned or out of touch, the truth is that they're very aware of the modern world. They simply refuse to compromise on their core values, and that's what sets them apart. Number 4. She's glued to her phone. Nothing turns a Sigma off faster than seeing someone, especially a woman, glued to her phone. It's as if they can't step away from the digital world long enough to engage with what's happening around them. While technology is undeniably a big part of life, there's a fine line between using it and letting it take over. Sigma men are known for their ability to disconnect and live in the moment. They value presence and awareness, which is why they find it frustrating when someone is constantly scrolling or texting. To them, it signals impatience and a lack of focus, two traits that don't exactly bode well in a relationship. Sigmas can't stand it when technology gets prioritized over real human connections. Number 5. Sigma stolen like playing games. Sigma men tend to avoid the typical dating games and power struggles often seen in relationships. They have no interest in mind games and prefer to be honest and upfront about their intentions, which makes it easier for them to attract someone who values authenticity. While their directness can sometimes feel intimidating, it reflects their commitment to staying true to themselves. Rather than chasing after women, Sigma men adopt a more patient approach. They wait for someone who aligns with their perspective before taking action, preferring to let things unfold naturally rather than forcing connections. This doesn't mean they never approach women, but their method is often more organic and thoughtful. Number 6. No eye contact. Avoiding eye contact often gives off the impression that someone is being evasive or hiding something. It can also suggest a lack of confidence, which is an immediate turnoff for Sigmas. Eye contact plays a crucial role in any conversation. It signals openness, trustworthiness, and sincerity. Sigmas in particular dislike when people refuse to meet their gaze, as it can imply dishonesty or a lack of integrity. It demonstrates self-assurance and respect. In contrast, if a woman avoids eye contact entirely, it may indicate discomfort with herself or that she's feeling too intimidated to assert herself, qualities that Sigmas don't find appealing. Number 7. Social media has changed. The dynamics of dating and relationships have been heavily influenced by social media and Hollywood, which has drastically altered how men view potential partners. This shift has created psychological challenges, especially for those who recognize its impact. Sigma males, for example, are keenly aware that many women today hold unrealistic expectations of what an ideal partner should look like or how they should behave. They reject the notion of being forced to meet these high and often superficial standards. Sigmas also understand the influence of image and how it shapes relationships. Number 8. Sigmas are not desperate. Desperation is one of the least attractive qualities a man can display when trying to win a woman's affection. It's like a man drowning, clutching at anything in sight, but with little chance of success. Desperation signals a lack of maturity, something Sigma males avoid at all costs. They recognize their own value and don't feel the need to act clingy or overly eager to prove it. Their confidence stems from within, allowing them to steer clear of those kinds of behaviors. Sigma men approach relationships with a sense of wholeness. They don't rely on someone else to fill a void or validate them. They know who they are and don't feel compelled to chase approval. Instead, they take their time, moving at their own pace, and only act when they genuinely feel a connection. Number 9. Overly emotional behavior. Sigmas believe in keeping emotions under control. While they understand that feelings are an essential part of life, they recognize the importance of not becoming overly attached or reacting impulsively. They are uncomfortable around people who are overly emotional or constantly wear their heart on their sleeve, as it signals a lack of emotional self-control. Sigma men prefer to steer clear of unnecessary drama and conflict, which is why they avoid women who tend to be overly emotional or frequently create scenes. They value calmness and emotional maturity, so they are naturally drawn to women who demonstrate composure and grace, rather than those quick to start arguments or engage in heated exchanges. For Sigmas, emotional instability is a significant red flag. Number 10. Lack of self-awareness. Sigma men are often frustrated with women who lack self-awareness. Many women don't fully recognize how their actions and words can affect others, which frequently leads to misunderstandings and unnecessary conflict. This could easily be avoided if they were more mindful of their behavior. While this issue isn't exclusive to women, it's something that Sigma men particularly value in their partners. They prefer women who can acknowledge when they're wrong and take accountability for their actions, rather than making excuses or shifting blame. For Sigma men, this trait is essential in a partner. They aren't interested in dealing with someone who constantly avoids responsibility. Self-awareness is closely linked to self-esteem and confidence, qualities that Sigma men find highly attractive. Number 11. Superficial conversations. This is about more than just dating. It's a broader issue of how people interact. Sigma males often dislike shallow, surface-level conversations. They crave deeper, more meaningful exchanges where they can explore ideas and engage in intellectual discussions. For them, it's not just about learning about someone's physical traits, but about uncovering the essence of who they truly are. Small talk, like chatting about the weather or what's for dinner, feels like a waste of time and energy. Sigmas appreciate conversations that challenge them and make them think, and they love discussing topics that have real depth. This doesn't mean they're against women engaging in such conversations, but if all someone brings to the table is trivial chatter, they're likely to lose interest quickly. That's all for this video. We hope you have found this video informative and interesting. Do you identify with any of these traits? Which sign resonated with you the most and why? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let us know in the comment section. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon for more interesting videos like this. Thank you for watching our video.